Hello and welcome to our ECL Pro Finals coverage, games 4 through 7, right here at twitch.tv/sportsgamergg. A champion will be crowned today, and we will have a new elite team for the Winter 23 season after the remaining games we have today. My name is Brandon Bixby, aka B Major, and if you were here with us on Sunday before the elite coverage, we had our first 3 games of this pro final where the Växjo Lakers took a 2-1 series lead over Reality Check, all games in absolute thrilling fashion. We may just get a closer look at those a little bit later, but before we get into that, let's get a quick look and a recap at our bracket to see how these two teams got to this very point in the playoffs. As you can see, a beautiful transition there that we get to kind of get a nice new look of, and both of these two teams dominant as ever in the regular season. They have continued that trend in the playoffs. Reality Check with a 4-0 sweep of Solkovan Sudet, who, if you remember, upset Deadly Phantoms in that first round. Well, the Cinderella bid stopped there with Reality Check pulling off the 4-0 sweep, and then Växjo Lakers, a 4-2 series win versus a Herlev Eagles team that made it to the quarterfinals for a second season in a row. So two teams that have been tested a little bit, but then came back in the semifinals, does the exact same thing, finding a way to win. Reality Check, a 4-2 semifinals win over Aho, and then finally Växjo Lakers, a 4-0 sweep over the 3 seed in Hana HC. In those matchups led those teams to where we are seeing today, a 2-1 series lead for Växjo Lakers. As we mentioned, both of these two sides determined to try to get into the elite division and win the championship here for the pro final. As we will move to our matchup, our team comparisons for these two sides. You can see how they did in the regular season. The Växjo Lakers, the #1 scoring side in the pro division during the regular season with 110 goals, while Reality Check, one of the best defensive teams in the pro division, just 46 goals allowed. A strength versus a strength. We saw the defensive prowess for these two teams show up more so yesterday. A 1-goal game between all 3 of our contests on Sunday. So should be interesting to see if we see a little bit more of that, or if the scoring touch shows itself out just a little bit more. As we will get a look at the playoff stats for these two, so you can see how the trend has continued a little bit. Växjo Lakers, 61 goals scored in their 18 games played, while Reality Check just 22 allowed. But Växjo Lakers getting the better of Reality Check in those first 2 games, but not doing so by scoring a lot of goals. A 1-0 victory in the first game. They lost 1-0 in overtime in game 2, and then we saw that scoring show itself a little bit more in that third game, a 3-2 victory with Berkedal scoring 2 of the 3 goals. And, you know, speaking of Berkedal, how about we get a look at our lineups for both of these two sides? The Växjo Lakers on your left, Reality Check on your right. And we got to look at these lineups as the same as what we saw on Sunday for the Växjo Lakers. J at left wing, Jovi at the center, with the right winger being none other than the pre-mentioned Berkedal. And on the back end, Haki Johannes and Holman at the left defense, and the right defense between the pipes, the man that might be the leader for the playoff MVP, at least for my vote, Mr. Alst Fenskin in net for the Växjo Lakers. And on the other side for Reality Check, Tukalia at left wing, none other than Jesse L at center. The right winger next to him is Pursuti, while on the back end, Mikat and Kim Johan at the left defense and right defense, respectively. And finally, another goaltender that played his butt off in the first 3 games, Finsere, for Reality Check in net. So both of these lineups, like we said, the exact same as what we saw on Sunday. So all of these guys a little bit familiar with each other now, know what each one of them will bring to the table. And what do they bring to the table exactly? Well, let's bring a closer look at that and look at the stats and the head-to-head matchups between each of our positions. We'll start with the center matchup between Jovi and Jesse. 2 guys have been impressive all season long. Jovi coming over from Granite Gaming last season, making the step from Elite down the pro. One of the big additions for this Växjo Lakers team to really help them elevate that offense. He's been just as good as advertised so far in these playoffs. 39 points in the 18 games he had played. Also had the game-winning goal, the only goal in that game 1 on the power play. While on the other side, Jesse L, who has been nothing short of spectacular since coming to Reality Check in the offseason. He was one of those additions that they made, one of the few additions that they made to this team last season, has filled in seamlessly after going up a division from light all the way to pro as we move up to our wingers, and the men now be between these two centers. On the left side, Cat and Jay and Berkedal, and on the right side, Tunkli and Pursuti. And all four of these guys kind of showed that scoring touch a little bit in the first three games. We mentioned Cad and Jay. He didn't get many goals in that first three games we saw on Sunday, but was all over the ice. He had that puck possession, was getting his teammates open, had a few of those setups to Berkedal on his 2 goals in the game 3. Both of those guys definitely going to be keen to look out for if you were to reality check defense. While on the other side, Tunkalia and Pursuti, both of those guys stepped up big for their teams. They'd like to get that scoring going a little bit more. As we talked about, only 1 goal scored in the first 7 to 8 periods of our first 3 games yesterday. That's including the double overtime that we saw in game 2. So Tunkley and Pursuti going to look to step up a little bit, get that scoring touch going a little bit more than what we may have saw from them in our coverage on Sunday. But who did well was the back end for both these teams, and that might be an understatement as we move to our defensive matchup. Hockey Johannes and Ed Holman for Växjo Lakers, Mikax and Kim Johan for Reality Check. And we kind of talked about how Växjo Lakers, a team that have been known for the scoring, they'll let a few win on their own end, but they'll outscore you. They are a fast-flying team, and they can fill up the net at will. But like we said, the defense and the goaltending was really stepped up for this Växjo Lakers team in our 3 Sunday games. Hockey Johannes and Holman both doing a great job staying stout in front of their goaltender, Mr. Allsvenskan. Did a great job as well on the breakout, setting up their 3 forwards, putting them in a good position to get them a few nice attacking chances. While on the other end, Mikax and Kim Johan just continuing to do what they've done well all season. So stout back there, not allowing a lot of chances, not giving a lot of space, and they've made it difficult for this Växjo Lakers team offensively. Like we said, only 1 goal in game 1. They were shut out in game 2. It wasn't until game 3 where we saw them open things up a little bit, and I think both Mikax and Kim Johan deserve their props for that, but definitely deserving their props as well, the goaltending, because both of these goalies in this series so far have been nothing short of superb. As we will move to our goaltending matchup, Mr. Allsvenskan versus Vincere. Both these guys have been 2 of the better goalies in these playoffs so far. We saw exactly why that was in the first 3 games. Mr. Allsvenskan especially, 1 goal allowed in the first 2 games combined. Vincere, the same thing. So both these guys have been standing on their respective heads so far this series. It's going to be a lot of fun to see if they can continue that trend here in these next few games. It's going to be especially important for the man on your right, as like we mentioned, down 2-1, Vincere's team, a must-win game 4 here. So this could potentially be the swing game. If they lose, they're down 3-1. If they tie this thing up, they have to win this game 4 to make it a best of 3, as both these guys have been nothing short of spectacular in this series, and one of them will be crowned champion at the end of the day. So a lot to look forward to as we get game 4 underway here just momentarily, as we will go back into the studio here with myself. A big thank you to our sponsors in Wilhelm, Kovalan Lakertsy, and ST Hockey for allowing us to show this coverage and do what we do here. Always so fun. Such a blessing to be a part of this every single season. And we're here, the pro finals. One of these 2 teams are going to be crowned champion at the end of the day, and one of these 2 teams are going to clinch that elite berth, as well as Växjo Lakers, a team that missed the playoffs last season, finished ninth in their group, were on the outside looking in, made some changes in the offseason. A lot of this lineup completely different from the team that we saw in the winter campaign, but a lot of those changes were made up front. The forward position worked out well for them, completely turned their season around. We're first in their group, one of the top seeds, have continued that trend onto the playoffs, and now give themselves a chance to where they are 2 wins away from moving up to that elite division. While for Reality Check, this is a kind of a term of when can they get it done? They've been so close here. They were in the finals last season, had a 2-0 lead against Ypjavasko in that series, lost the last 4 games, were shut out in 3 of those contests, were not able to win the relegation series either, and found themselves back here in the pro division for another season. They've been close a few other times as well, with a few semifinals and quarterfinals appearances. It's just a matter of, can they get it this time? Is this the year? The couple of changes that they made, which weren't many changes, but they did bring in a lot of chemistry. Was it enough? Is it enough to get them over the hump, to hoist that pro division trophy over their heads and to get them into the elite division? Well, they have a little bit of a hill to climb, down 2-1, but It's a new day. We'll see how they come out in game 4. And like we said, they also do have those relegation series that they can fall back on if they are not to win this series here today. As like we said, just a few moments away from the puck drop of game 4's Växjo Lakers versus Reality Check. Like we said, a team that's defensive in Reality Check, a team that is offensive versus Växjo Lakers. Always fun to see that strength versus strength. Going to be fun to see who can prevail. And feel free to tell us who you think will win in the chat. Our prediction is up for just a few more seconds. Feel free to put down a few channel points if you're feeling lucky. Not much of a betting guy myself, but if you are so inclined to do so, feel free to back up your claims, drop a few points in there. If it's just a 50 or a couple here, a couple there, make your prediction known so we can see who you think is going to win our series, or our game 4 rather, here as we get things underway here in just a few moments. And you know, it's always so interesting to kind of see as we move over to our player cameras here. We get a look at the guys at the Växjo Lakers feeling well about their 2-1 lead. Always fun to see these player cameras. It's how you know it's the big time stage and the big games, as all these guys looking sharp, looking concentrated, and ready to go. You see Berkadal sipping the water, got to stay hydrated. And right as I said, is Jovi doing the exact same thing as all these guys, primed and ready to go, hoping that they can win themselves this Pro Division Championship at the end of the broadcast today and clinch their spot into the Elite Division for the Winter 23 season, which sounds far away now, but trust me, time flies. These guys could very well be playing at that elite level in just a matter of months, but I'm sure Reality Check are going to have something to say about that. Like we said, a team that's been scratching and clawing and have been so close so many times to reaching that summit of the ECL Pro Division and then reaching that top flight into the ECL Elite. Could this finally be their time? Can they get in? We'll see if they can maybe stop the Växjo Lakers, or if the men on your screen can get themselves a championship, their first ECL Pro championship in their organization's history. Is, like we said, just a matter of moments away from puck drop as we get things set and underway here in just a few moments. As you can see, teams are ready, players are locked and loaded, about to get things going for this pivotal game forward. You can get a quick look at some of the builds that some of these players are using. You usually have that meta of playmakers and moving defensemen. Nothing too different here from what we are seeing from most of these builds. A lot of them puck moving defensemen. All of our wingers in defense for both sides using that puck moving defenseman build, while the center, a playmaker between Jesse and Jovi. So you kind of see that typical build that a lot of these players tend to use, not straying too far away from that here in our games today from the looks of it. As we are about to get underway, ladies and gentlemen, sit back, grab a chair, grab a drink, maybe some popcorn, chips, whatever you are so inclined to snack on, and get things ready. And maybe if you want something to drink, how about some IQ Fuel? And if you want to know what's even better than IQ Fuel, potentially free IQ Fuel. If you have some of your best and worst NHL 22 moments that you would like to share, make sure you tag us at SportsGamerGG with the hashtag eHockeyMoments on Twitter or Instagram to give yourself a chance to win some nice cans of IQ Fuel. We'll be selecting one winner every week until June 27th. So for the next 3 weeks, we'll be selecting a winner each week. Give yourself a chance to win some IQ Fuel by sharing your best, worst, or even funniest clips to give yourself a chance to win that. Is I'm sure that will be a well worth it prizes. Maybe Tukey and Sin will be able to try some out when they make the trip over to Finland next week for our ECL Elite Final, but we'll get to talk about that a little bit more, as that has been an amazing semifinal over on the top flight of the ECL between H-Reds and Goons and Sawa and Frölunda. And, you know, speaking of tournaments, our Wilhelm E-Hockey Tour, the final week of the regular season of our Wilhelm E-Hockey Tour, getting underway this weekend before we transition over to the playoffs and the finals. If you were interested in signing up for the last week this weekend, make sure you go to sportsgamer.gg to sign yourself up. Anyone from the ECL Light Division on down, eligible to enter this tournament. 4v4 hockey on, and it's always so interesting to see that 4v4 with the open space, with the open ice. You can really see that skill flourish out there, and I'm sure with what is on the line, that skill will really flourish. 10,000 euro prize pool, by the way. So if you're interested, maybe signing up for our last weekend getting underway in just a few days, make sure you go to sportsgamer.gg to learn more information or sign yourself and your team up. Maybe we'll see a few of those e-hockey moments in that tournament as well. We also do have a little bit of coverage from that as well, just a bit of an outside look, a podcast-style coverage of our Wilhelm e-hockey tour that is shown here on twitch.tv/sportsgamer every week. You can even go back and view a few of the VODs from that if you are inclined to. But business to take care of here first. The ECL Pro Finals, Game 4 getting underway. Just a little bit of a delay as we build the anticipation just that little bit longer between Växjo Lakers and Reality Check. Reality Check looking to tie the series 2-2. Växjo Lakers looking to put a stranglehold on the series 3-1. As you can see, the players back in the lobby. Had to get a quick reset going, but it looks like now we should be ready to go, ready to roll. And Stamkos is ready. I'm ready. I know you're ready. As we get into the arena of the Växjo Lakers, the time is here. The time is now. Game 4 underway. As we'll get another quick look at those lineups for each team. We went through that a little bit earlier. Both these teams, so important for them to win this game. Reality Check struggled to score a little bit in our coverage on Sunday. Just 1 goal in the first 2 games. 2 goals in the third game, rather. Not enough to push them over the hump. Can they find that extra scoring? We'll find out here as puck drop underway in Game 4. Växjo Lakers will win possession. Lineups again on the bottom left and right of your screen for these 2 respective teams. Reality Check the away side. Växjo Lakers the home side in the all blues as a puck battle behind the net. It'll be won by Reality Check. Turned over, however, in the neutral zone to end home, and will set things up as the puck is loose. Saturday went on net, hit his pad, and had to cover that up 2 minutes into the first period. Face-off will be to his left. Jesse and Jovi on the face-off. Tied up. One there by Berkedal. Puck is loose in front. It'll be a battle for it, and Jesse will get it, and he'll go back to his left defenseman. Meacock's taken up back to Jesse. Pursuti with a chance. Looking to try to go to the middle there. Couldn't get it. As Cat and Jay causes a turnover, he has some speed. Cat and Jay with it with an option back, and he scores! Cross crease play to Berkedal, gets the scoring started early, and the Växjo Lakers get the first goal of Game 4. And it's number 4 in Berkedal to start the score. And we talked about his presence being known in Game 3, being at the right place at the right time, scoring 2 of the 3 goals in that game, including the game winner. He gets things started here in Game 4 as well. A great cross-crease play between the 2 wingers to get that play going, and the Växjo Lakers waste no time. A 1-0 lead, just 3 minutes and 30 seconds into this Game 4. As they're not done, Berkedal back in the offensive zone. Puck moved around, slap shot, scores! And a slap shot from Ed Holman from the point, finds his way past Saturday, and they double the lead. A 2-0 lead, 5 minutes in for the Växjo Lakers. Ed Holman, a rip from the point, an absolute beauty of a play there. Just puts that puck on net. Looked like it may have hit something in front. Wasn't sure if it maybe hit a skate, a stick, or was tipped. Looked like it did hit a Reality Check player there in front of Finn Saturday. That was Jesse, the centerman, that it hit. And all of a sudden, Reality Check reeling a little bit. And the Växjo Lakers in full control so far this first period. Another chance to try to get a look. Couldn't get it on net. Reality Check resetting here on the breakout, just trying to get their win back underneath them here. Växjo Lakers coming with a strong punch, back-to-back goals in less than a minute. Reality Check and a coordinated response, wraparound chance, couldn't get on net. To move it around here in the offensive zone, couldn't find an opportunity there. So he moved up to the point, down to Pursuti down in the middle, trying to get it over to his left winger in Jesse, or excuse me, Tukulia. Couldn't do so. So here's a chance now here for the Växjo Lakers on the counter. Backhand save by Finn Saturday on the right pad. Just couldn't get that one off, as that was a really close chance there by, I believe it was Hockey Johannes. Another chance here, couldn't get it to go either. And it'll be picked up by Meacock, who will just look to settle things down and reset. Tukulia with it. Goes down low over to Jesse, goes back to Tukulia, back to the point. Meacock's with it. Meacock goes back, could get over there, and it's a turned over. Reality Check, get it back, trying to just find an answer here. Prediction in the chat, 61-39 in favor of the Växjo Lakers, and the Växjo Lakers a chance there Saved by Vincere. They were maybe going for that rebound play over to Cadden, but puck did not cooperate. Doesn't take that bounce. Vincere covers it up for the whistle. Face off to the left of Vincere. Stick lift one over to Cadden J. There's a chance there, saved by Vincere. A sneaky opportunity at home and creeping his way from the point all the way to the front. And Vincere reading it like a book, there to make that one happen. As the Växjo Lakers applying all kinds of pressure in this first period. This is the potent offense we talked about coming into this series, getting it going here after the first two games. It's reality check, trying to find something. Can they get a goal? They're in the offensive zone. Pursuit shot on net. Doesn't go too dangerously. Puck in front. Loose. Couldn't get that pass over to the left winger in Tunkalia. Now Växjo with a counter. Berkadal with it. Looks. Doesn't have an option. Goes down. Couldn't get that to go. A nice pick there from Meatcats. Reality check will look to do a counterattack. Won't get that one as a turnover in the neutral zone. And it'll go all the way back to Hockey Johannes. But he turns it over. Now it's Pursuit with it. Reality check in the zone. Tunkalia turned that over. Nice defensive play there from Ed Holman to avoid anything dangerous. Växjo Lakers with it. Nice. Tried to pass that there to the point, but picked off by Tunkalia. As his teammates joined him on the rush, but couldn't get anything to go. A lot of neutral zone hockey here the last couple of minutes. Good defensive play from both sides. Hockey Johannes tried to get that over to Berkadal. Tried to shoot it. Couldn't get it on net. A nice block there in front before it had anything dangerous. Jesse went in front, couldn't get that to go to Tunkalia there. It was broken up right as he was by his stick. So close to being a potential play, but reality check, not able to get that go. A nice poke from Tunkalia. Tunkalia with it. Waits, goes behind the net, trying to pass it in front, but it doesn't go. Chopped away there from Hockey Johannes, and it'll go into the neutral zone. A minute left, but a dangerous chance there. Created by reality check. Can they get one to go and cut this lead in half before the end of the period? 30 seconds to go. Puck moved around. Scrum forward at the boards. Tunkalia gets it. Puck, it trickled its way in front, but couldn't get its way to go. At home and with it, just dumps that one away. Goes over to the point. Slap shot, whiffs on it, then Meatcats. And that will do it for the first period. An action-packed first period. The scoring started by Berkadal, and the next goal by Ed Holman. A 2-0 lead for the Växjo Lakers, who are up 2-1 in this series, looking to get a stranglehold with a 3-1 lead. We'll see if they can do it. They're off to a great start after the first 20 minutes of play. As you get another look there, if that second goal from the point, a beautiful play there on the slap shot to Ed Holman, and the Växjo Lakers showing that offense so much. A contrasting offensive effort from what we saw in our coverage on Sunday. 6 shots on net already compared to the 2 to reality check, despite reality check having that time of possession a bit more. It was a trend that we saw throughout our games on Sunday. Reality check controlling the possession and getting more opportunities because of that. This time, Växjo Lakers, maybe not the time of possession that reality check has had, but getting more opportunities when they have had it. And you can do what you want with that time of possession. If you're not getting shots on net, usually not going to lead to many chances. We get a look at some of those Växjo Lakers guys, kind enough to provide us their player cams to get their faces and reactions to everything that happens in our coverage here as the second period underway. Lineups for both sides on the bottom left and right of your screen. Reality check with possession, trying to break it out. Puck dumped in left corner. Tunkalia comes out with a wraparound chance. Puck loose in front. And it will be stopped for a power play for reality check. A tripping called on Ed Holman. And now reality check a chance to maybe get themselves back in this game with the special teams unit. Face-off will be to the right of Mr. Allsvenskan. Haven't said his name much today. So we saw those 2 shots on net in the first period. That's all he's seen so far. Tied up by Jesse. One face-off play. Got the slap shot over to Kim Johan, but a save. Puck on the right boards. Kim Johan with it. Looks for an option. Doesn't have anything. Nice defense there from Hockey Johan to get that away. And reality check will have to reset in the offensive zone. It's a puck dump, but that's going to be a delay of game. So a 5-on-3 for reality check. A major opportunity. That was Ed Holman, who I thought had the first penalty, did not. And this is a major opportunity here. Can Reality Check capitalize? Let's see. Don't win the face-off. A nice face-off win there from the Växjo Lakers in a quick clear. Reality Check trying to get it going. Kim Johan pass over. Back to slap shot there from his fellow defenseman Mikas, but couldn't go. Puck is loose. Here's Cat J. Breakaway. Forehand. Couldn't get the shot off. A great poke check there. Reality Check trying the counter. Mikas with it. Back over to Gulia. Back to Kim Johan. The point. Shot on net. Blocked in front. 5-on-4 now as the first man comes out of the box for Växjo Lakers. Pass in front. Couldn't get it to go. Attempted over to Jesse, and it will be another penalty on the Växjo Lakers. An interference from, I believe that was Cat J in front. Yes, bumped into Jesse right there. And another gift from the heavens for Reality Check. Have to take advantage here, down by 2. Jovi and Jesse with the face-off. 2 shots on this power play so far for Reality Check. Pursuity with it. Kim Johan. He's trying to get that pass over. Couldn't get it to go, and it'll be cleared out. And then Holman will come out of the box, and it'll be a 5-on-4 Reality Check now. Moving into the offensive zone. Kim Johan with it, looking for an option. Twirls. Waits for a pass. Couldn't get anything to go. Great defense there from Berkedal, and it'll be into the neutral zone. An amazing penalty kill so far for the Växjo Lakers. Have to keep it up for 36 seconds. Shot on net, blocked in front by Jovi. Battle in the corner. Pursuity ends up with it. Gives over to Bcax, over to Tunkalia. Tunkalia trying to get a shot on. Couldn't do so. Down to Jesse. Behind the net. Looks. Trying to get it across. Back over to the left winger. Tunkalia couldn't get it to go. And that will do it for the Reality Check power play. A critical PK by the Växjo Lakers. 3 penalty kills, all successful here in the middle of this second period. As puck in the neutral zone, Meacox will take it and reset. Maybe that's an opportunity. 3 opportunities Reality Check might want to have back if they cannot come back in this game. As Jesse goes over to Pursuity in the offensive zone, trying to get that pass across. Shot on net! Took a wide angle and out of play. Looked like it might have been blocked in front by a Växjo Lakers defender, but nevertheless, the offensive zone faceoff now here for Reality Check. Almost halfway through the second period. Växjo Lakers with the 2 early goals, 5 minutes into the first. They've held that lead strong so far. Get puck into the Lakers offensive zone. Battle for it in the left corner board, and it'll be one over to Tunkalia. Tunkalia with a nice little move, gets it over to Jesse. Jesse enters his zone. Shot on net! Sneaky chance, blocker side, but saved by Mr. Olsvenskin. Puck was in front, trying to get another shot on, but it's behind the net and off. Nice poke check from Jesse, trying to keep that forward check, and he's going to take a penalty there in that left corner. So Växjo Lakers now on the power play for the first time in that game. That was Tunkalia that took that one in that puck scramble. Face off to the left of Fincere. Växjo Lakers struggled a little bit on the power play in the regular season. Stronger in the playoffs so far. Chance there! Almost couldn't get the shot off. Aki Johannes with it. Looking for an option, just dumps that one down low, and it ends up all the way back to the point. That's it, Holman. Back to Aki Johannes, goes down low, gives it over to Berkedal. Gives it back up to the point. Aki Johannes. Nice little give and go play there. Over to Cat J. Shot on that, save by Fincere. Captures it with the glove and holds on for a whistle. A nice cycle so far in the Växjo Lakers power play. We talked about that power play a little bit. All their damage in the regular season done on 5-on-5. A chance in front. Puck loose. Jesse ends up with it, tried to dump that out, but couldn't get it out of the zone. Cat J over to Berkedal, Berkedal in front, shot on net, saved by Fincere, and he will hold on with plenty of blue jerseys in front of him. 17 seconds to go on the power play now. Växjo Lakers just chance after chance. Reality Check just trying to hold on. Don't want to make this a 3-goal deficit for themselves. Jesse wins that face-off, and it's dumped away by Kim Johan. And Tunkalia will come out of the box, and it's 5-on-5, 6v6 hockey. Växjo Lakers in the offensive zone. Berkedal with it, goes down low to Cat and J. Cat and J, puck loose, try to give chase. Tunkalia will end up with it. Now to Jesse. Jesse over to Tunkalia again. Puck down the corner board. Hockey Johannes gets it. He will reset things down low. And Holman breaks out. Try to get the Cat and J. A nice step up there from Kim Johan to cause a turnover. Puck over to the point to Mikax. Down to Tunkalia. Tunkalia down low. Tried to get the pass back in front. Couldn't do so successfully. And here's a chance here. This is Bergendahl. Breakaway goes backhand. Nice defensive play there on the back check. Shot on that point shot. Couldn't get it to go. Save from Sincere. Reality check. A sneaky opportunity there after the breakaway. Couldn't get that to go, and now Växjo Lakers looking for more chances. Hockey Johannes takes it up. Looks tried to pass in front, couldn't get it over to Cat and J. Up in front. Hockey Johannes, puck poked away from him there from Pursuti. 2 minutes to go here in the second period. Puck goes awry, and Växjo Lakers will pick that up. Cat and J with it. Being pressured relentlessly by Kim Johan. Tunkalia ends up getting it, less than a minute to go. Fast minute here in the second period. Reality check, not going to have much time to get an opportunity. Mikax tried to get it over to right winger in pursuit. He couldn't connect. Puck loose in front. Nice pick up there from Jovi. Tunkalia now over. That was Pursuti actually. Couldn't get that pass over to his fellow winger. As that will do it for the second period. That 2-0 lead from the first period holds strong for the Växjo Lakers in the second. There's a few opportunities for both these two sides. Score remains the same. 20 minutes separating a 3-1 lead for the Växjo Lakers. We'll see if Reality Check can find a response, maybe tie this game up and tie this series in the process. You can see Reality Check 4 shots on net in that second period, 5 in the second for the Växjo Lakers, who just continue to get opportunities with their time in the offensive zone. It's been the theme so far for them offensively in this game. They don't have the most time in possession, but when they do find themselves in the zone, they have been solid. They have earned opportunities for themselves, generating chances. It has gotten them to this point with a 2-0 lead. One more would certainly put them in a strong position to finish this thing out. You know the men on your screen pushing, trying to get that third goal. As the neutral zone face-off, one on the tie-up by Jesse. Third period starting between both these two sides, and it gets started with an offside there from Kim Johan. Let's make sure to come back tomorrow for our elite semifinals coverage as well, as both of those series have been great so far. H-Reds and Goons, Växjo Lakers, Sawo, and Frölunda's Växjo Lakers trying to get out of their own zone. Reality Check trying to put some pressure. Tunkalia ends up with a down low after the hit from Pursuti. The puck is turned over, and the Lakers will try to counter. And home with a turned over after the hit at the blue line. And Reality Check just trying to find something here. They have struggled offensively throughout the majority of this series. Have to get it going here and quick. Växjo Lakers enter the zone as Hockey Johannes trying to get it in front. He scores! Finds Jovi in the slot. The defenseman steps up, makes the play to his centerman, and that coveted 3-0 lead for the Växjo Lakers comes to fruition on that play. We've seen Hockey Johannes do that a few times, stepping up in the offensive play, creating opportunities for his team. The beneficiary of it there was Jovi. Finds him in front of the slot, a beautiful set play. And the Växjo Lakers a commanding lead now early in the third period. A big hit there in the corner boards from Kim Johan. Reality Check just trying to find something. Momentum not on their side. Need a big play here soon. Can they get it now? Shot on net, long, and it goes in! The long shot from Jesse trickles past Mr. Olsvenskin. We said they needed to change momentum. Maybe that can be it right there. Our potential Rookie of the Year candidate in Jesse gets Reality Check on the board. It looked like he just put that puck on net there. It had a lot of pressure on him. Just throws it on. You know what they say? You put the puck on net, you never know what can happen. Mr. Olsvenskin not able to handle that one. And it's back to a 2-goal deficit for Reality Check. get themselves on the scoreboard as now Växjo Lakers looking to get that goal back. Here's Kadenge, makes a move, couldn't get to go. Växjo Hans went at the point. He'll give it over to Ed Holman, and he will go back to the neutral zone to reset. That's a wild sequence of events here so far in this third period. Kadenge moving up, use that little speed burst there, but couldn't get it to completion, and Reality Check will try to get something going here on their own breakout. 11 minutes to go in the third, down by 2. Hard to team in the offensive zone in Reality Check. Quickly over to the... Oh, he couldn't get it there. From the point to the slot went Mikax. The shot went wide. A chance here from Jovi. He had the last goal for Växjo Lakers. Couldn't get the shot off before it was poked away. Now here comes Reality Check with it. Mikax enters the zone, looking for an option. He's going to just dump that down low to Pursuti. Pursuti, nice little move to evade there over to Tungulia. Shot on that save by Mr. Osvenskin. Now Kiohans will get it. Tried to slap it away, but couldn't get it off. Here's Pursuti with it. Pursuti in front. Puck loose in front still. Mr. Osvenskin gets it. Covers that up for a whistle. Reality Check just trying to claw their way back into this game. A couple of chances in the last few minutes since that goal from Jesse. That's the face-off one for Växjo Lakers, but turned over in the neutral zone. Nice defensive play, however, and Växjo Lakers get it back. A puck scramble forward, and it ends up on the stick of Kim Johan. And a shot on net there, couldn't get that to go. It's now Växjo Lakers to counter. Kadenge shot on net, rebound opportunity. Nobody there, however, a nice potential chance there from Kadenge. Tungulia with a nice little move, goes down low, up in front. Oh, tried to get it there, couldn't do so. Back to Tungulia. Tungulia with it, over to Jesse. Jesse back over to Tungulia, just trying to get an opportunity, but no space there. Great defense from the Växjo Lakers. That's Kadenge with it, goes down low to Berkedal. Just looking to drain that time. The clock is their friend. Turned over, Tungulia over to Jesse, over to Pursuti, over to Kim Johan. Kim Johan will dump that over, drive over to the left corner board. And the Växjo Lakers in no rush at all. Just moving their way up. They get over to Berkedal, gets into the offensive zone. Puck battle in the left corner board, and then it goes over to Berkedal down low. Wraparound chance saved by Vincere and a whistle. A minute 50 to go. Växjo Lakers up by 2, up 3-1 in the game, looking to go up 3-1 in the series. 10 save performance so far from Vincere, not enough to have his team up ahead as an offside for his Reality Check side, and just the recurring theme for Reality Check in the last couple of finals, just struggling to produce consistently offensively. We talked about last year against Ypjavasko, a shutout in 3 of the last 4 games after having that 2-0 lead. They were shut out in Game 1, held to 1 goal in Game 2. Scored a couple in Game 3, but Växjo Lakers beat them 3-2. Now just 1 goal of this game with less than a minute to go. As the Växjo Lakers get it out of their own zone, Reality Check trying to pressure. Does Vincere come out of his net for the extra attacker? Shot on net, wide there from Jesse, and Vincere will come out. As it ends up on the stick of Kadenge over to Berkedal. Berkedal, open net, open space, and he scores. Puck goes in the net, and so does he. Berkedal with his 2nd goal of the game, 4th for the Växjo Lakers, and they should take this game home for a 3-1 series lead. The open netter from Berkedal. He had 2 in Game 3, he has 2 now in Game 4. 4 goals so far in this series, more than any other player. As Reality Check do draw a penalty there in that puck scramble behind the net. And Holman will go in the box for that one, but unfortunately for Reality Check, not sure it's going to be enough with a meager 15 seconds left to go here in this third. Face off to the right of Mr. Osvenskin. One there by Växjo Lakers. Couldn't get it out, however. Sudi tried to get it over. Couldn't do so as Tungulia had that pass over to him, but doesn't connect. And Reality Check looking for maybe 1 more goal They will not get in the offensive zone, as that will do it for Game 4. The Växjo Lakers win it 4-1 and are 1 win away from being Pro Division champions for the Spring 22 season. A 3-1 series lead for the Växjo Lakers as we get a last look at that empty netter from Berkedal to really shut the door on this thing. As you can see, nothing but open ice and an open cage for him to put that one in. As Reality Check still looking for answers defensively, or offensively rather, against the defense of the Växjo Lakers. The story all season about the offense of the Växjo Lakers being the highest scoring team in this division, but the defense and goaltending stellar all series long, and as we mentioned, now just 1 game away from being Pro Division champions. In the chat, you were right in your predictions. 61% of you laying those channel points on the Växjo Lakers. Well, 61% of you predicted it correctly. As the Lakers with the 4-1 victory here in Game 4, as I'm sure we'll get another look at all 5 goals between these two teams. You get a quick look at the stats there. Shots 14-12 in favor of the Växjo Lakers in that game. As we will get a quick look at those replays. A big thank you there to our amazing streamer for providing us those, as the first goal of the game on that pass from Cadden J over to Berkedal. That just patented cross-crease play. One winger to the other just gets that pass over. And Berkedal got the scoring started, and just a minute and a half after, the Växjo Lakers were not done, as Ed Holman on the shot from the point hit off of the leg of Jesse, bounced past Vincere. Nothing anyone on Reality Check could do on that one. As that give and go D-to-D play worked to perfection to make it 2-0, and then that third goal in the third period for the Växjo Lakers. Hockey Johannes moving up on the play as the defenseman, giving it over to Jovi, finding his centerman in the slot, just tapping that in on the right side. But Reality Check tried to make things interesting. So you can see causing a turnover was Jesse, just throwing that shot on net, and Mr. Olsvenskin a little bit too deep in his net, wasn't necessarily expecting that, wasn't able to react quickly enough. Puck just squeaks past his 5-hole and bounced in, but unfortunately that goal from Jesse not enough, as Berkedal, the man who started the scoring, ended the scoring, as he got that empty netter to get the 4-1 victory for the Växjo Lakers. As he mentioned, now just 1 win away from winning the Pro Division Championship. As we're going to get Game 5 going and underway here in just a few minutes. But before we do that, we're going to take a quick break. Hear a quick word from each of our amazing sponsors and be right back here with the start of Game 5. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Thank you for sticking with us as we get Game 5 going here in just a few minutes. Växjo Lakers winning Game 4 by a score of 4-1. As we mentioned a few times, 1 win away now from winning the Pro Division Championship and clinching their spot into the Elite Division for the Winter 23 season, as Reality Check trying to gather themselves, looking to mount a comeback. We've seen these comebacks before happen in some of these series. Reality Check was on the wrong end of that last season, down to or up to nothing against Yet Ivasko found a way to come back, win 4 straight, and they are now in the Elite Division, stayed up there this season. We'll see if Reality Check can maybe rectify that, pull off a comeback of their own. They're going to have to win 3 straight to do it, as you see all players ready to go in the lobby. Reality Check will be the home team for this one. Maybe the virtual crowd and the home kits will do them a little bit of good. And this isn't the only fun series we've had. We've had some great series in the Elite Division in the semifinals, as tomorrow we will know who will be in the finals. June 17th and June 18th, the finals of the ECL Spring 22 division. That's going to be such a fun time live in Finland. Both Tugi and Sin will be there. It'll be in downtown Helsinki. That is going to be such a spectacle down there. Wish I could be down there myself. I'm telling you, if you were in that area, it will be a fun thing to be a part of. Just amazing what everyone has built here at Sports Gamer GG behind the scenes, the way they've been able to orchestrate this thing and grow this over the last some years has been amazing to watch. Happy to be a small part of it in the broadcast booth for you as games are underway. A quick goal, no time wasted. Berkedal gets the scoring started 21 seconds in. How about that? The Växjo Lakers won it and won it now. Berkedal with the deep score from the point nearly. Beats Finseri. I don't even think he was ready for that one. And it's a 1-0 lead. 21 seconds in for the Lakers. And a reality check who was looking to just recollect, gather themselves, catch their breath. Växjo Lakers with a pure blow to the gut from Berkedal. As they're not done, here comes J up the boards, trying to get it back to Berkedal again. Puck loose in front. It'll be cleared away and over to Kim Johan. Still haven't gotten down to zone. And finally, they will here. As reality check looking to respond. Kim Johan with it, looking for an option. Great trap there from Växjo Lakers, but reality check does get past it. Pursuity with it down low, bump from behind from Hockey Johannes, and it's turned over. Reality check do get that puck back. Is how about that start from the Växjo Lakers? We were talking about the final for the ECL Week Division. The Växjo Lakers said, no, we want to be there next year. But to get the scoring started, a chance in front, blocked though by a defender of the Lakers. They look to set things up the offensive zone. Hockey Johannes with it, finds his way over to Juvie. Juvie will just toss that one down low. It goes to Hockey Johannes and back over to Juvie. Juvie trying to get that backhand in front. Finsterde ready for that one, and he'll hold on to it for the stoppage. 13 minutes to go. 12:59 exactly to go here in the first period. Växjo Lakers got that early goal from Berkedal, his 5th of the series. Looking to get a second here to pad that lead. Tie-up play was won by Kim Johan. The puck was loose. Shot on net there from J. Blocked in front. Another shot there from the point. Couldn't get that one through either. Reality check, go up quickly. Pursuity with it. He's going to ring that one down low. And it's met at the boards by Berkedal, who get it up to J. J, Hockey Johannes with it now. Back down low. Juvie with it. Juvie looking. Couldn't get anything to go. A lot of traffic behind. And it'll end up on the stick of Kim Johan. Reality check in the offensive zone. A chance on net there, but Mr. Allsvensson ready for that one as he's going to flip that one down. And it looks like J is going to get to that. Shot in front. Saved by Finsterde. Puck bounce did not go away for the Växjo Lakers to get that rebound. That's reality check in the offensive zone. Mikak's with it. Goes down to Tunkalia, scramble forward at that corner board. Ned Holman will get the better of him on that one. J with it. Nice little spin move to create some space. Try to get it past over. Berkedal wide on the shot. A beautiful play wasted there. As reality check will take possession. A great play from J over to Berkedal, who's been so sharp scoring. But that was wide. Chance in front. Couldn't get it on net. That was Jesse. A few opportunities for both of these sides, just a few inches away from going in and lighting the lamp. That's reality check, breaking it in the offensive zone. Couldn't get anything to establish, and now Växjo Lakers will look to do the same. As Hockey Johannes takes it up, finds J. Offsides, however, they'll have to go back. Reality check ends up with it. They get into the zone. Tunkalia gives chase with it, trying the battle down low. Couldn't get it, but it does go to Pursuity. Kim Johan with it now, finds the way past the first, he scores! Tunkalia in front, and reality check with the exact response they needed. A 1-1 game to tie this up. A big goal from Tunkalia on that pass from the right corner board. Mr. Allsvenskin's been amazing all series, not able to get to that one. In a potential series-saving play and goal from Kim Johan to Tunkalia. As reality check not done. They get in the offensive zone. Pursuity with it. Gives it up to Jesse. Jesse waiting for a look. Gives it down low. Tunkalia tried to get it, but at home and beat him to it. As Växjo Lakers bring it up. Berkedal with it. With some speed. Tries to get it down low. Does so successfully. Finds his way over to Captain J, over into the corner board, and it'll be turned over. Pursuti brings it up the right board. He'll go back to Kim Johan, who will take it up and dump it into the left boards. Växjo Lakers win that battle. Goes to Captain J, over to Juvie, now over to Hockey Johannes. We saw him get a play in Game 4, pinching up like this offensively. Doesn't this time, however, as his cause for a turnover. Junkulia over to Pursuti, 2 seconds, gets the shot on, glove saved by Mr. Allsvenskan, and he will hold on to it with 0.8 seconds to go. So not a lot of time for Reality Check to get a quick look, but see if they can. There's a one clean shot, it goes in, but the time expired before it does. Wow, a great play. Jesse won that face-off clean. Kim Johan ripped that shot about as quickly as he could have. And I'm telling you, if there's about 0.3 or 4 seconds more on that clock, Reality Check very well up 2-1. Not sure if maybe the end of period animation hit Mr. Allsvenskan there. We'd have to get a replay of it. Not sure if we will, but nevertheless, that was a great look created there from Reality Check. It's a 1-1 score at the end of the first. We get a look at both goals. The snipe from Berkedal off of the opening faceoff, went in the zone, immediately put it on that beat Vincere, who was caught a little out of position. But Reality Check late in the period, find a response. The pass down low from Kim Johan in that corner, finding Tukulia from one side to the other. And a Reality Check, a major goal to tie it up as we get the second period going and underway. You'll see the lineups for both sides on the bottom left and right of your screen. It's Växjo Lakers in front. Net, their chance in the net doesn't go. It's a battle for it down low. Jovi ends up with it. Got in front there. Couldn't get a chance to go on net, but a good look there from the Växjo Lakers centerman. Kim Johan takes it up, gives up to Pursuti, who goes back, looks for an option, it's turned over. 2-on-1, here we go. Växjo Lakers backhand save by Vincere, another chance, goes in. Who else but Berkedal again? Just keep grinding away at it, and the Växjo Lakers find their lead back once again. The turnover in the offensive zone creates the 2-on-1 for the Växjo Lakers. It was Captain J and Berkedal. The first chance didn't go. They kept going at it with that puck in front. And it found Berkedal, who got that second look from behind the net, goes back in front, beats Vincere for his second goal of the game. Again, the third straight game for Berkedal with 2 goals. And his team has been much better off because of it. Looking to increase their lead, they dump it in the offensive zone. They do win that battle. Jovi with it. Over to Berkedal. Chance in front there over to Captain J. Couldn't get it to go. Dump down low to Berkedal. Looking for a hat trick potentially. Berkedal working it down low. Looking for an option. Nice patience from him. There's a scrum forward there in that corner. Couldn't get anything. Reality Check will win that battle, and they'll try to get it in the offensive zone, trying to find the tying answer again. Tukulia tried to get the shot on, and it was blocked there before it even had a chance. Berkedal with it, pass over to Hockey Johannes, shot on net, saved by Vincere. Another chance, another save by Vincere. That was Jovi with that second look. As Vincere having to be sharp, he was there. And the Växjo Lakers continuing to apply that pressure with the lead, keeping their foot on the throttle. Ekax taking it up for Reality Check. Tried to go into the offensive zone, but Tukulia actually a little antsy on that one. He'll go off sides. Face off in the left neutral zone, won by the Lakers. Ends up going to Kim Johan after the turnover, and it'll be offsides once again. A little miscommunication there. Had the pass over to Jesse, but Pursuti, just the blade of that skate, just barely past the blue line. 9:47 to go in the second. Halfway through this game, Lakers A potential championship clinching lead here if they are to hold on. Pursuity shot on net goes wide. Finds his way to Tunkalia, looking for an option, goes to the point to Mikax. Mikax over to Kim Johan, shot blocked before it could get any danger to it. And now here's a chance to counter for the Växjo Lakers. Berkedal with it after the dump in. Berkedal gives it up to the point. Back over down low to Berkedal. Berkedal over to Jovi down low. Jovi looking for something. Hit from behind from Kim Johan, and he ends up with it and will break it out. Pursuity with it. Finds his way over to Tunkalia on the left board. Try to get it to Jesse. Couldn't get anything to go after that. And Tunkalia stays with it, gets the puck. Pursuity shot on net. Goes wide, it looks like there. He'll end up over in front. It's a chance from Tunkalia. Couldn't get it on net cleanly. I still get it back on his stick. Goes down low. Looks for it. Back over to Tunkalia. Back over in front. Couldn't connect on the pass to Pursuity. Pursuity with it now down low. A nice cycle from Reality Check. But the pass will go wide and back to the neutral zone. Tried to pass over to Tunkalia, but an offsides with 4:32 to go. Here in the second, Reality Check. A nice cycle there, a nice sustained pressure, just not able to find that goal. Just 4 shots so far in this game for them compared to the 9 from their opposition in the Växjo Lakers. Face off one on the stick lift. Nothing to come of it as Kim Johan will take this up. Try to get that pass over to Pursuity. Nice pick off there from Cat and Jay. Gives it over to Jovi, over to Berkedal, but a poke check there from Tunkalia. A left winger showing his defensive prowess. They tried to reward him with a possession, but couldn't do so. Berkedal takes it in. Gives it back on the point. Shot on net. Couldn't get it there. It was blocked from the right winger in Pursuity. He's going to give chase to it. But he is beat by Hockey Johannes before he could get there. It's going to be a power play after the interference for the Växjo Lakers. It was called on the left defenseman in Mikax. And now a big opportunity for the Växjo Lakers to maybe increase this lead and get a little bit of possession time after Reality Check really started to push back. Tied up, 1 for Berkedal. Pass in front, trying to get the Berkedal, but doesn't go on. Will be dumped away with 1:30 to go here in the second period. Hockey Johannes to take it up over to Ed Holman. Back over to his defensive partner. We'll go down on to Jovi. Jovi with it, looks. Goes back up to the point. A nice cycle for the Växjo Lakers. Hockey Johannes over to Ed Holman, over to... Oh, he tried to get it to Cat and Jay, but couldn't do so clean. There's less than 30 seconds to go in this second period. Reality Check, a strong penalty kill so far despite some of the possession time. Last chance here for Växjo Lakers. Ed Holman with it to Berkedal. Shot on net. Save from the blocker from Finserde. Goes to the corner, and that will be blockered away well. And to end the second period is a big power play from Växjo Lakers. Not converted on, but they have the lead 2-1. Just 20 minutes separate them and the ECL Pro Championship. We'll see if they can close this out in the third period. You can see the goal that gave them that lead from Berkedal early on in the second period, as the first few minutes of each period have treated the Lakers pretty well in this series. Got the scoring started early in this game 5, did it again in the second period to get it back after Reality Check tied it. So we'll get another look at that Berkedal goal that separated them from Reality Check. It all started with that 2-on-1 opportunity from the created turnover from, I believe it was Pursuity at the point. Got that poke check, got the 2-on-1, didn't convert on the pass over to Cat and Jade, but stuck with it, did Berkedal, found his opportunity going down low and back up in front. Put it back in to give his team the lead. It's the third period underway. Växjo Lakers trying to clinch their championship here in these next 20 in-game minutes. As they will move it into the offensive zone. It's poke checked away after the pass to Cat and Jay. Did not go to completion. Chance here for Reality Check. Pursuity couldn't keep the puck, and it goes down low. Hockey Johannes will give it over to Berkedal. Berkedal over to Ed Holman, over to Hockey Johannes, is trying to get out of their own zone. They do so successfully. Here's Cat and Jay. Nice poke check there from Mikax as he will cause the turnover and look to create an opportunity. Reality Check have numbers. Meacox with it. Gives it over to Jesse in the front. Couldn't get the shot on. Now a chance for Växjo to counter. Berkedal taking it in. Couldn't do so cleanly. Pressure from Reality Check. You can feel the desperation knowing their season and their championship aspirations on the line in the next 15-15. Dumped in from Kim Johan into the corner. Battled by 3 players, but it will be at home and it come out. If it couldn't get the pass off, Pursuti over to Kim Johan. Kim Johan over to Tunkalia. Couldn't get the pass to connect. Tunkalia does get it on the bounce. Tried to pass it to the point, but no one home. And the puck will go all the way back into the Reality Check defensive zone. See, about 7 minutes have passed here in this third period. As here comes Juvie for Växjo. Nice bump there from Meacox coming back. The puck battle down low, and Meacox will get the best of it. Växjo will back off. Jesse with it, pass doesn't keep with him, and finds his way back to Meacox, who gives it to Tunkalia. He'll dump it in. Right corner board, Hockey Johans wins the race to that one, but Tunkalia meets him at the boards. Hockey Johans looking for an option, gives it over to Cat and Jay. Nice bump there from Kim Johan at the board, and the puck goes over to Meacox. Halfway through the third period, Reality Check need a goal to keep their season alive. Here's Pursuti, tried to pass that over to Kim Johan, who stepped up with a save from Mr. Allsvenskan. And a Reality Check will reset for another chance. Kim Johan taking it up, tried to give that pass over to his fellow defenseman, but he wasn't there. Cat and Jay with it, rushes it up. Looks for a chance, couldn't get it down low, and nice play from Meacox, who read that one. Reality Check take it up, Pursuti couldn't get that pass. A nice poke check there from Hockey Johans, but Pursuti gets it down low. Back to the point to Kim Johan. Shot on net, glove save from Mr. Allsvenskan, and he will keep that one for the stoppage. 7:32 to go here in the third. Face-off will be to the left of Mr. Allsvenskan. Won by Jesse. Slap shot there from the point, blocked. Another chance there from Jesse, and it's saved from Mr. Allsvenskan. He will hold on again for a whistle. Reality Check just trying to get the tying answer. Pushing the issue, knowing they need a goal to keep this thing alive. Face-off tie-up won by Jesse. Slap shot to Jesse, saved by Mr. Allsvenskan. The set face-off play does not work from Reality Check. A great chance there, denied from some stellar goaltending. As for Reality Check, you just feel they're on the brink of maybe getting that tying answer. They stay in the offensive zone. Jesse with a shot on, save from the stick and pad of Mr. Allsvenskan. He will hold it again for the whistle. Växjo Lakers backs against the wall a little bit now. Reality Check trying the push. This could be their best opportunity for a punchback. 5 shots in this period compared to no shots for the Växjo Lakers. Jesse with after the poke there from Pursuti. Couldn't get the shot on. Kim Johan with it, scramble for it. Finds its way to none other than the right winger of Cat and Jay, but he couldn't get a chance on. As the pass from one board to the other goes offside. 4:29 to go. Reality Check, a few good chances, but denied from Mr. Allsvenskan, who was stellar in the first couple of games of this series. As here's Berkedal. Has some space. Berkedal trying to get the backhanded sweep past Fitzgerald. Puck is loose in front, goes wide. Back down low to Berkedal. Berkedal with it, couldn't find an answer. He had Cat and Jay up, but nice job from Reality Check, closing that space. Reality Check trying the counter. 2:30 to go here. Reality Check trying to keep the series going. Here comes Cat and Jay. Backhands it, looks, goes down low, finds his man in Berkedal. Berkedal back to Cat and Jay. Cat and Jay looking for an option. Doesn't find any space. He's bumped relentlessly there from the 2 players of Reality Check. 1 minute to go. Chance there, save from Mr. Allsvenskan. Had the one-timer over to the left defenseman and Meacox, but he couldn't get it, and here comes Ed Holman. Ed Holman tried to get it on, couldn't do it. 44 seconds to go. Shot on, save there from Fitzgerald. And a Reality Check, hurrying for a chance. Tunkalia looks to the point, couldn't find him. Meacox had his play broken up. Berkedal with some space. Berkedal with a chance. Goes down low, holds on to it, a smart play. Looks for an option, it's turned over, goes to Tunkalia. Tunkalia to Pursuti, back to Jesse, back over to Mikax. Mikax goes for it in front, doesn't get it on net. 15 seconds to go. Reality check scrambling for something. Puck loose in front, poked away, and it goes to the neutral zone. 10 seconds left. Empty net, Vincere pulls himself, and it's offsides with 9 seconds to go. A hectic minute here. Last gasp of life for a reality check in this series. Tied up, won by Växjo, but it bounces over to Mikax. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, last chance, won't get it to go! The Växjo Lakers, your ECL Pro Champions for the Spring 22 season! They have climbed the mountain and reached the summit. Out of the playoffs last season, had to watch it from the sidelines. Rebuilt, retooled, were the best team in their group this season, highest scoring team in the league. Reached their way to the finals and beat the team that was here last season in reality check. Your champions, the Växjo Lakers, and not only are they champions, but they are now elite. Elite division bound for the winter 23 season. What a climb. In the year of 2022 from the Växjo Lakers, another trophy added to the hardware. Won the ESHL tournament, had the 2 loans of Benito and Nicky NHL in that tournament. We're back here in the Pro Division, retooling, added in Jovi, added in Berkedal. At Holman and Haki Johannes moving back to defense. Mr. Osvenskin coming into the fold. Cat J, the lone player that stayed at his position and was in this lineup last season. And it all culminates to a championship victory here today. A 4-1 series win over Reality Check, who you just have to feel for. Got back here, were the best team in the Pro Division for the 2nd straight season. And once again, just falls short of that championship goal. As we get a look of the goals in this game, Berkedal, who very well makes a strong case to be the MVP of this tournament. 6 goals, 2 goals in 3 straight games. And he got the game winner to send Växjo Lakers to Elite and win themselves the Pro Division Championship. What a ride, what a series, as we will see the completion of our playoff tree. The Växjo Lakers, your champions in the Pro Division. The number 2 seed wins it for the 2nd year in a row. Yep, Vasco was the 2 seed last year and won it. Växjo Lakers joined them in that same company. As you can see, what a ride for them. Swept Hana HC, found their way to reality check, won that one in 5. And one more look at that beautiful graphic that I know the Växjo Lakers, we saw those player cams, cannot help but have a wide grin on their faces. Champions of the ECL Pro Division. We will go back into the studio. Brandon Bixby, a.k.a. B Major, as what a ride that this has been. Big congratulations to the Växjo Lakers winning, as I even see some of our Elite Division players congratulate him in the chat, even a few HRES guys and Nikki Dangles in phase. We kind of talked about that connection between these two, Berkedal as well, knowing a few of these guys, and what a ride for this Växjo Lakers team. Like we said, a team that was out of the playoffs last season, finished 9th in their group. A disappointing season for them. Came back, retooled, rebuilt a lot of this lineup. Didn't really know how they'd look coming into the season. Took the Pro Division by storm. And it culminates in a championship over Reality Check, who have definitely been seen as the favorite going into the season. They are not done yet. They will have a chance in the relegation series to still get into the Elite Division. Remember, the bottom 3 teams in the Elite that were not automatically relegated faced the last 3 of 4 teams in the Pro Division. So still a chance for Reality Check to go into the Elite Division. We'll see if they can do that here in the coming weeks, but obviously you want to win that championship trophy, and for the 2nd straight year, they will fall just a little bit short. And, you know, speaking of Elite, Make sure you tune in tomorrow as we will have the conclusion of our Elite Division semifinals. How great have these series been? We have a few of our players that are involved in these series here in the chat now. H-Reds over Goons 3-1 so far. That has been an entertaining series so far. Goons really pushing that H-Reds team who is looking to three-peat, the first ever team to three-peat possibly after being the first back-to-back champions. And Frolunda and Sawo Esports tied at 2 apiece. It'll be a best of 3 from here on out. Frolunda looking to get back to the finals and get back to the top of the mountain at that championship level, while Sawo Esports really pushing this veteran and seasoned Frolunda squad, who obviously added in Flyer Kung, and Sawo Esports looking to add their list, or add their name to the list rather, of true championship contenders, just 2 wins away from doing that themselves. Tugi and Sin will be on the call for the conclusion of both of those series. And remember, the finals in downtown Helsinki, June 17th and 18th. Tugi and Sin will be there for that, as that's so cool to see. But nevertheless, that is going to do it for our Pro Division Finals coverage and our Pro Division coverage for this season. So many people to thank. Firstly, our sponsors in Wilhelm, Kovalan Locracy, and SD Hockey. Would not be possible to be here covering these games, covering this action, having the fun we do, doing the things we love to do here on this broadcast without their support, putting their name here on the top left of the screen, as you can see. So have to thank him, Guido, on the amazing production, doing what he does. So hard to do this stuff the way he does. It makes these broadcasts look so cleanly and flow so smoothly. You have to give a big thanks to him in the back, as well as everyone behind the scenes that has made this tournament work, makes this league work. Ken, Irbse, everyone, all of our moderators, our staff members, everyone from top to bottom that have pitched into this thing. A big thank you for everything that you've done, no matter how big, no how small, makes a huge difference. Wouldn't be able to do it without any of you. And last but not least, a big thank you to our teams and our players for participating. Obviously, there is no league without players participating, the interest in the league being what it is. Always so fun to just be a small part of this, like I mentioned earlier. So a big thank you to everyone to participating. A big congratulations to the Växjo Lakers, your ECL Pro champions, once again, for the spring 22 season, and congratulations as well to Reality Check for the season that they had. We will see them in the relegation series, and hopefully for them in the Elite Division next season. And a thank you to watching, as remember, once again, ECL Elite semifinals coverage, the conclusion of that right here at twitch.tv/sportsgamergg at 19:45 Central European Standard Time tomorrow with Tugi and Sid on the call. Thank you again for watching, as we will see you guys tomorrow right here once again.